Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Alex and this is going to be kind of a special video for you today, and this is Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. And that's right, I got the name right. It's actually Age of Empires 2, not Age of Wonders 2. I just did that video just a few days ago, and half the time I was calling it Age of Empires 2 rather than Age of Wonders 2. It's a good video, go check it out. But this is the actual Age of Empires 2, and what a pleasant surprise that just a few days ago it was released. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, brand new, just coming out. And there are so many things about this game that I think are special and unique that I want to go over it with you today and kind of pique your interest, especially if you're a strategy gamer, if you like PC gaming, heck, if you like games. You need to take a look at this game because it is really, really good. What is special about Age of Empires 2, however, is that this game was originally released back, I think it was 1999 or 2000. I don't know the exact year, but around that time frame, this is when Age of Empires 2 was originally released. And it sold something like around 2 million copies in the first year or so. That's incredible. That's a huge success, released from Microsoft for their Windows platform at the time. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up a standard game. I'm going to kind of talk along here. This game has been reviewed and gone over so many times. I'm just going to kind of jump into it. A lot of people know this game already, but essentially what it is a real-time strategy game with a very large component of city building and strategy, and it's very, very complex. It's much more in depth than your normal real-time strategy game, and there's also kind of an educational bent on it too. It gives a lot of history. You'll actually learn a lot of history just from playing this game and reading about the different civilizations, and there are a lot of them this time. So this is the standard game screen here, and I'm actually going to pull up the civilization menu, and here are all the civilizations that you can play. So for those of you who are coming back, we're familiar with Age of Empires, you get to select a country or a ethnicity or a certain region, both historical and sometimes even you can recognize them current, and just a lot of kingdoms that used to exist back in the Dark Ages, Middle Ages. So you can see everything from Aztecs to Britons to Japanese to Incas to Slavs, Vietnamese, all over the world, and actually every continent is represented. And I think that's one of the things that's really unique about Age of Empires 2 is that you do get the entire world. You get Europe, the Americas, even before Christopher Columbus had discovered the Americas, pre-Columbian Americas, with Aztecs and Incas and things like that. You get Asian, you get Central Europe, you get India and the Far East and Near East. And also, I'm very glad to see the African civilizations as well, such as the Malis, Ethiopians, and some of their big kingdoms, which sadly we just don't know enough about in our current world and our current education system, but really interesting to read up. So here we are, and I'm going to pick a civilization at random. I don't know who, but essentially this has all the civilizations from the original Age of Empires 2, gotta get that right, Age of Empires 2, and all of their expansions that come out. So this is a game that is much larger now than even when it was originally released back in 2000. So anyways, it's gonna be me, two AIs. I got just standard difficulty. I haven't played this game a lot. I'm not really a big try hard about this game. I got too many other games to play, trying to get my Dota 2 game up to something that's not pathetic. But sometimes it helps to just step away from that and play something that is a definitive classic, and that is definitely Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Well, let's just jump in here. We're going to start a game, and we're going to run in, and I am the Byzantines going up against the Saracens, and I just saw it real quick. I think it was the Portuguese. So I'm pretty much going to start a game, talk over it real quick. Don't expect pro gameplay on this one, but we're going to run in here, and we're going to start off here. So first things first, I'm not going to go in deep depth about, again, as I mentioned, the gameplay. Actually, I want mill. I'm going to kind of assume you know a bit about it if you're well aware of this game. And the big question is, should you get it? Absolutely. This game is very, very well done. It's completely done. how I learned about this game was it kind of snuck up on me. I didn't learn about it until Provis Gaming had done a review of this game pre-release, and it finally showed up on my radar screen. If you don't know Provis Gaming, please check them out. Great video game commentary. Really does let's plays on a professional level, and he did a preview of this game before it was released, and definitely worth it. And you can see I'm kind of ignoring what I'm supposed to be doing here. That is winning the game. But now we're going to kind of dive in here and we're going to keep going. So I'm going to be looking at my gaming stream. I'm going to talk along here. Hey, follow along. Maybe you'll like what you see. So the key thing starting off with is building the economy and getting your economy started, which I'm doing a terrible job of right now. But the two most important resources early on are food and wood. If you don't have enough of those, you're going to be pretty stymied. And the big thing is just cranking out villagers. You got to get your economy up and going to a significant level, because as you go further into the game, or I should say further into the match in this game, game being the match, managing your economy is just as important as managing your army. And that's something we don't see a whole lot in real-time strategy games, even today. And so, okay, so we got the mill, we got a couple houses here. Let's build a much needed lumber yard. Let's see, do I have enough wood yet? Not quite yet. So I'm going to just get this guy chopping wood anyways. Even though he has kind of a hike going back to the city center, we're going to get that going here. And what I'm also doing is I'm scouting around with my scout cavalry. Each civilization gets one scout cavalry starting off, although if you're one of the American civilizations, I think they have what's called an Eagle Scout, which is a very fast runner. But he serves the same function as the Scout Cavalry. Alright, so what do we got here? So let's crank out some villages here and get things running. Okay, so now we got enough wood. And so let's actually make a much needed lumberyard. So these are important because you want to cut the transit time of your villagers to essentially an absolute minimum. And the same thing with the mill here. Instead of these villagers having to go all the way back to the town center or city center, they can drop them off the mill, and it makes for a very good waypoint. Okay. Alright. One thing I always find out that I keep running out of room and I never think about it are houses. So that's why you see me kind of jumping in and taking care of houses real quick. There's a zoom function. You can zoom in and out. You can actually zoom back and get kind of a clearer sense of the terrain and of the map. Very detailed. You do get a much larger sense of the topography of each map here in Definitive Edition. You definitely see where there's a hill and where there's kind of a valley here. Where I think in Standard Edition, or maybe in Definitive Edition, it was much more flat, or at least it appeared to be flat. You know, it's, take it for what it is, but at least that's how it appeared. Okay, so we got 3 houses, we got 2 of those. We can actually theoretically go straight into the next stage, but the key thing right now is to make sure that we have enough villagers, and you never, ever have enough villagers, like ever. Okay, so we got fishing. Again, the key thing is ramping up food production. Food production is key, and it's actually the one resource that you need to get into the next age, out of the Dark Age, and into the Feudal Age. Alright. Something new here in Definitive Edition, you actually see health bars for a particular resource that's summoned is harvesting. So you can see at a glance when something's about to run out. That's a new thing here in Definitive Edition. Also, you get to see where your villagers are, where they're allocated at a glance here up at the top. I think that's also a very good addition. And again, folks, you didn't come here for pro gameplay, but I'm actually going to put down a dock, because one of the fastest way you can get food is actually using fishing boats. Okay, it's scouting around here. Yes, these games do start a little bit slow, but here's another thing with the Definitive Edition is that it has an option to actually put you into the feudal period, so you can kind of skip this part. I'm just starting out here. I kind of do like starting in the Dark Ages. It's kind of like the simpler aspect of it. But now I'm really going to focus on. I'm going to stop scouting here for just a moment and really start to concentrate on my economy. Oh, so I got discovered. I'm gonna drive that guy off, and he's booking. And all right, so now we can do fish traps. One thing that's also upgraded is the music. The music is now quite good. It has the same soundtracks in most of the cases that you heard from Age of Empires, as you can hear now. Very memorable music, but it's upgraded. You can definitely tell it's been remixed and remastered here for the Definitive Edition. Alright, so we're in the house. We're going to start this guy. Getting some food here. And we're going to start doing a farm. And here is something that I think actually makes the whole Definitive Edition just worth it by itself. It's this option. Automatic reseeding of farms. Thank God. This has been a much needed thing because every time I run farms, they run fallow, especially when things get more complicated when you're in the castle in the Imperial Age. You're not paying attention to the farms. And you come back and hey, they're all empty. Wonderful. Great. And you gotta go back and reseed it. It takes a key component of the micromanagement out of the game, which was very much needed, and allows you to stay in the action of controlling your military, which is more important as you get later in the game. Alright, so where are we at? So we're at 4-11. We're actually kind of close to this, to going into the Feudal Age, which none of us are in yet. I am way behind. I clearly need more villagers. And you know what? I'm actually may crank out some villages here. Even it's going to be a little bit of delay in getting to the Feudal Age. Once you start researching going into another age, you cannot make any more villagers. So that's why it never hurts to have like a lot. If you think you have enough villagers, you don't. Always make more than you think you need. So we got this. So we got 6 chopping wood. We got 7 on food. So we're gonna actually do another food here. You don't need to worry about diving into gold or stone just yet. If you have like too many villagers, maybe you can start. And actually, I might even just do that. Get a head start on some gold here. Definitely worth it. Now I am taking a little bit of a risk here because I have not made a barracks. So if we get attacked, we're going to be completely defenseless. But usually the computer doesn't attack this early on. With human players, I'm sure it's very different. But with the AI, it'll essentially leave you alone here. I can figure out where my cavalry is. And kind of, okay, there he is. Kind of deal with this guy snooping around here. Alright. Let's capture some more fish there. Alright. And I do want to build a barracks. We don't have enough wood yet. So, let's start chopping wood. If it looks a little bit slow now, it is. And this is one of the things about Age of Empire 2. It is a little bit of a slow ramp up. It's kind of similar to Supreme Commander and Forge Alliance. Great games, by the way. And that definitely deserves its own review. Now I'm scouting around here. Oh, and we're actually at 713 food already, so we can jump into the Feudal Age. So I'm going to queue that up after I get my loom, which I actually hit accidentally. I didn't mean to do. Okay, so we got 250 wood here, so now I can make a barracks. And now we are starting to head into the Feudal Age. I am way, way behind on the scores here. I'll probably get toasted in this game, but again, it's a little hard to play and explain at the same time, so please bear with me. And we are going to jump in. Alright, so now that we're researching the Feudal Age, I cannot make any more villages. So what you got to be kind of happy with. Okay, some more gold deposits. I find that gold is a lot more easier to see than stone. Stone tends to be probably some of the rarest materials in the game, but they don't really come into play. You don't really need stone to actually get to the Castle Age, but gold you do need earlier than stone. So in playing the game here, I I have a pretty modest computer rig. It was really hot stuff back in 2013. I have not upgraded too much since then, but I have no problem with it running the game right now. Even though my graphics card is a little bit on the old side and starting to show its age a little bit here, it's not an issue. So as long as you have a pretty up-to-speed graphics card and a decent PC, you should be able to run this game no problem. Okay, so we got the barracks built. We can actually put over here, start making some militia. We're also going to make some much needed houses. And alright, here we are. We are now in the feudal age. You can see the architecture actually change. Again, this will be a Near Eastern type of architecture around the Byzantines, of course. That's who I am. And we are going to start to ramp things up here. One of the mistakes I always make when I play Age of Empires 2 is I tend to dump a lot of time and resources into upgrading technologies, when really you need to just kind of expand your economy first. So I've kind of learned not to overly dive into technologies, although things like relate to the economy, such as horse collar research, maybe the wheelbarrow, those are always worthwhile to get early on. So we got 3 militia there, and we're gonna ramp up here. Okay, so we're actually gonna get some gold here. I want 3 on gold, and that should be the case. We got 3 on wood, so we're gonna actually start to make some farms. Much needed farms here. And this is also where it's important to keep wood production, because in order to reseed a farm, it needs wood. And it's very easy to run out of wood. And if you do run out of wood, the farm will not reseed, even if it's automatic. So always keep a healthy supply of wood if you can. Okay, so horse collar research is done, so the actual farms will be able to do some good here. Okay, there is a fishing vessel. It's part of the enemy, so the enemy does have a dock. Let's see here. So we got a new fishing boat. I'm gonna send them out here. And let's see here. Yep. Some idle workers. And we're gonna keep him busy. I always find it's better to have more houses than you think you need. And we will go from there. Okay, since wood is pretty low and is such a valuable commodity, I'm actually going to research the double bit axe. 100 food, 50 wood, but it is worth it. And there we go. Okay. So we need more villagers. I'll make 2 more here. But food's starting to be okay. But we are still running a little bit low on wood. So we're gonna add another chopper there. Make 1 more fishing vessel. I probably don't need more than that. I should be good with food now. I got 9 workers on that. And we're gonna take a look here. Okay, I got that house done, so yep. Let's add some more here. Again, only the best urban planning, folks. Which means I put my houses pretty much wherever. And I'm actually gonna start building a little bit of a navy here. And let's find some. Okay, now here's where things are going to start to become a little bit important. We're going to grab one more worker here, and we're going to drop a mine on the stone. We actually do want to start harvesting stone here, because now I'm going to start building walls and fortifications so I don't get just steamrolled by the AI here. Alright, let's see, what do I need for... Yep, I'll get the wood barrel, even though it's going to completely take the rest of my wood out, but I should get that wood back fairly quickly here. go from there. I want to be able to move these guys without. Okay, there's a way. Okay, we're in. Oh, there we go. And you can shift collect units. And there we go. There we go. That'd take a little management there. Get those army units out from the middle of my logging crew there. Alright. So I need to grab one person. I'm gonna grab her. And right now, I'm actually going to start building some fortifications. So I'll move my scout cavalry down here. And it always helps to try and bridge walls across natural obstacles. Forests in this game are actually natural obstacles as well. Units can actually not pass through forests. But forests can be gradually consumed over time, of course. So, okay, there's a stone wall. And we're going to drag that across. Always go from one red to another red. Sometimes you think you get all the way and you don't, and the AI sneaks around you. So, keep that in mind. Alright, I want to grab one more worker. I'm going to shift a little bit away from wood here and start picking up some stone. We got 3 on gold. We're doing okay there. And we're actually going to upgrade man at arms. We're going to start doing some technology here. And we're also going to do some militia. Oh, that is a lot. I don't want that many. So actually, if you do shift, you can actually queue up 10 at a time. That's something I just learned right now. I think that's... I'm not sure if that was in the original Age of Empires 2 or not. Okay, so now she's putting in the wall here. And we're going to start to try and get rid of this horseman here. And unfortunately, your guys will chase him to the ends of the earth, so sometimes you do have to pull him back here. Okay, so we're all in the fuel age here. Excellent, I am way behind. Actually, may want to make 2 more villagers. Okay, well. Yeah, let's take out that fishing vessel. Alright, first kill. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna make... So we're cutting that. So I'm gonna draw a wall from there to there, and I'm gonna use this lake. Oh, actually, what I need Frick first. I need to make a house. Alright, where did my scout go? Let's see, where is he? There he is. I just want to take a quick look over here, and then a quick look over there. I basically want to kind of cut off this portion of the map as for myself. Alright, it looks like it should be fine. Now, one thing about the villagers building, oh, hello, is that they will not build into Fog of War. So we're going to make a wall here. There we go. Oh. That's probably a lot of stone there, but we're going to take out this dock here. Kind of build up the navy a little bit. So we got 2 workers here. Now also, we're going to put in a gate. Do not put in a palisade gate. A palisade gate is the wooden gate, which is cheaper and faster. Oh. So who am I being attacked by? Okay, oh, we got scout cavalry here. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, I'm dead. He's dead. Alright, you attack that house, buddy. And he should chop him down fairly quickly. Oh, is there no way around? Is this, part of the map? Oh yeah, that's part of the map. Okay, well, so much for that idea. Okay, so let's make archery. So now we're doing good. We got actually a lot of food now. And we're gonna start putting our army together. And sometimes when you take your focus off, as I just did, your economy can really grow, but things can also just simply fall behind. So, you know, keep that in mind. We're going to do gold research, so we can mine gold faster. And since the Navy can't get around, I can just protect this passage to protect my fishing vessels. Alright, so we're going to start cranking some archers. Archers are kind of heavy on gold, so that's something we got to keep in mind. Alright, so we got that builder there. Let's see. Okay, so this one is not being built anymore. Alright, there's a fisherwoman, I guess you could say. And I was okay. I said, no, I need to build out another house. And I may not go too long in this game here. These games can actually take a while, believe it or not. And no, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to build, not go fishing. But these games can actually take a while. I did one quick skirmish and it ended up being an hour. So keep that in mind. I'm sure if I was a elite pro player, I could do this a lot faster, but I'm not, so it is what it is. So I'm guarding the straits there. And now I'm going to use this. I'm going to build the wall. Now I am putting up against this forest here, which will be consumed at some point. I'm not going to worry about it now. And we'll go from there. So, I'm going to kind of leave it right now. Again, this is now just becoming kind of a let's play of a match. But back to Age of Empires Definitive Edition. Would I recommend this game? Absolutely. I would recommend it for any player. It is definitely worth it on your PC. It's 20 bucks. Right out of the gate, it's $20. It's not a $60 game. It's not like a $40 game. 20 bucks. This is one of those games where I could throw fiscal responsibility right out the window. No problem with it. Sleep well at night. This game is that good. And I think it's definitely going to be around for quite a long time. So I'm just going to save this game. I'm actually come back to it. This is the Byzantines one. And I'm actually going to quit out. Someone's try resign. I'm going to resign. Yes, I've been defeated. We're going to leave the map. How did I do? Actually, my military was a little bit higher. How many villagers? Okay, actually, I had that high enough villages there. Economy, gold, stone, military. Now, even though my score was low, actually, some of the other aspects are not too bad. I was actually starting to creep up here. Okay, so return to main menu. Anyways, folks, Age of Empires Definitive Edition, 20 bucks. There's not much need to be said. Definitely worthwhile addition for your library. You don't even have to wait for a Steam sale on this one. It's that good. Definitely A very good game and a very interesting concept. And the concept is this: is that quite simply, it takes a game that's essentially perfect and is now released it and updated for 2019, really showing that you can just simply improve upon a perfect game. You don't have to completely redo it, nor do you have to leave it in the past and just kind of let it stay there. You can bring it forward to today and put on a brand new paint, make it look like it's supposed to be released this year with the exact same gameplay. Sometimes you don't need to perfect the wheel. And I think that's exactly the case here with Age of Empires 2. So anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out Age of Empires 2 on Steam, and I think you'll definitely be in for a good time. And hey, it may even motivate you to get a PhD in history. You never know. Anyways, folks, take care. I will talk to you soon. Stay tuned. My name is Alex. This is the channel Event Horizon. If you like this video, let me know. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, give a like, hit the bell, and hey, what do you think of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition? Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys. Peace out.